Hey everybody, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So everything's pretty much done. I think 2 quests are gone, I believe. We definitely lost High Score Challenge. That's gone. And the Organization 13 event. That's it. So hopefully you guys got to pass the Organization 13 event. If you didn't, it's alright. Again, the Organization 13 event this time around wasn't too amazing. That guy is more of, I would say, proud mode slash... Is it him right here? No, that's the other one. Where's the new one? Where's B version? B version. I clicked on the same one twice. I'm amazing at this. He's still revert. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, this is him fully guilted. If you guys didn't watch my medal spotlight video on him. So I basically went for aerial ground, or sorry, not aerial. Aerial defense or ground defense negative 60% because I want to use this guy for certain coliseums, certain events. Now I know a lot of people are saying don't do that, use extra attack because of proud mode, so on and so on. The thing about proud mode, guys, is that it's there all the time, and if we do miss like one, eventually we'll pass it. Eventually they'll come up with something that's going to help us, or I'm pretty sure that we'll figure out a way to do it, because right now the game has been absolutely easy, like very easy. I've been doing proud mode on my main account without a problem, and on my free-to-play account. As you guys can see, my main account right here, basically, this is all the story mode I have to do left. Actually, sorry, I did that wrong. There you go. This is all the story mode I have to do left. I just decided to quickly go through it. I have about 35 quests, which is just being laziness, try to get all the jewels. I was just trying to go straight to the boss and complete the level to collect my 250 jewels. As for proud mode, like I was talking about, again, proud mode, incomplete, everything's completed 100%. It wasn't hard at all. It was basically a lot of medals that had negative 60 on it, and I just swiped with it. I didn't even activate any abilities unless the actual level told me, hey, you have to activate like 3 abilities, 5 abilities, whatever. But I used Keyblade setups with just medals that weren't guilted, but I had chips on them, and they were level 100 out of 100, and I used negative 60 ground or negative 60 air, and because I had 5 of them on my Keyblade, when I swiped, I did like 7,000 damage, 7,000 damage, 7,000 damage, and it was good enough. And then when it came to the end boss or the big guys, I would just use my Nova to finish it off. And that's how I completed a lot of these quests. It wasn't having the proper medals, it was just having the proper colors on the Keyblade. So if it told me to use Sleeping Lion, I would use upright speed medals that had negative 60 on it. If it told me to use Moogle Glory, I would use upright magic and, not upright, reverse magic with upright power, and then have those have negative 60s or whatever I had that I could actually activate. Stuff like that. And then I use like Poison Plus. Right now, Triple Threat, really good because the poison on there, if you guys don't have Poison Plus. Stuff like that. Like, I use a lot of tricks to get through a lot of these proud modes. So, the Organization 13 medal, I wouldn't worry too much about it if you didn't get extra attack or aerial ground or got to guilted. It's good for the collection, but it's not going to change your game greatly. It would change your game like hugely if you're a new player, but it was too hard for new players to actually accomplish this without spending some kind of money in the game or being very, very lucky in the polls. My free-to-play account, I completed the 12 levels, not the 13 one. I'm not disappointed about that. I did the same thing for Lex, I think it was her. Let me check. I believe it was this medal. I just joined the game when this medal came out. Right here. Larksine B. I have her also 5-dotted but not guilted on my free-to-play account, and that didn't change my game. It didn't like hurt my game at all. A 5-dotted to her actually helped me complete the story mode. So when you don't fully complete these Organization 13 events, don't worry, eventually you guys will. Complete as much as you can, learn as much as you can. I think they're a good learning experience. It really pushes you to use different setups you would never use before, and it teaches you how to like really make Keyblade setups for any situation and notice medals that you wouldn't notice before. So they're really good for that. And again, if you didn't get to guilt them, it's not a biggie, guys. I'm pretty sure by the end of the year, as soon as we do all the organization members, they're going to have an event where we can either pull them or collect them all or just redo it, and then you guys can guilt them eventually. Again, not a big game changer for people who've been here for a while. It would have been a game changer for free-to-play players that have been around for maybe 30, 40 days, even 100 days. It still would have helped you out, but it's not necessary. So that happened. The high score challenge, that happened too. So organization's gone, high score challenge gone. High score challenge, I'm gonna post a picture here since I already logged in. This is my main account. I made place, what was it? I have the screenshot on my phone since I'm on my tablet. Let me check it right now real quick, just so I actually know what I'm talking about. Here you go, place 525. So on both my accounts, the videos I made and I showed you guys, those were the scores I made and I stuck with them. I didn't try to do the high score challenge again. I had barely any time to actually play it. So I got 525 with that run I showed you guys of 23 million, or the setup I showed you. I didn't show you the full run, but yeah, the setup I showed you got me 23,025,000 or something like that, and I screwed up, but I never went back to do it because I was such in a safe place that I was like, I don't have to touch it. As for my free-to-play account, I made plays 5,999, which is pretty funny. I was gonna do more of it and replay it and try to squeeze a score, but Anthony, he had a score of like 18.6 million, I believe, and he wasn't in top 5,000. I'm like, okay, I haven't done any polls. I'm not gonna poll, so there's no chance of my free-to-play account making that top 5,000, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that. But like I said, if you miss it on something, it's not the end of the world. You guys will catch up in another way. Like my free-to-play account, if I really want to, I could have done like a couple polls or something and try to go for one of those 7% medals. If I had like 2 of those 7% medals, I would have been fine. The World End With You once, I would have been definitely fine to make top 5,000. But our general defense down medals are coming out very soon. Like, I mean, after Maleficent Dragon, after you guys see that, about a month or something down the line, we should see just normal medals in the pool system that do AoE negative down, general defense down -2. So it's not a big deal that I didn't get to make top 5,000 for this, because we will see more general defense down medals very soon, and especially if they release Tsum Tsum medals. So a lot of like, just breathe, guys. Don't worry that if you didn't make top 5,000, if you didn't complete this Organization 13 event, there is going to be stuff to replace it. The game's always pushing forward and always bringing new players with it. Now, I'm not saying to bring new players with it to make top 5,000 and all that, but it will always accommodate what they released. They will re-release in a easier version. It might be a little bit nerfed, but it'll do the same thing. Like, the World Ends With You medals are like an illustrated Bell and Beast, but for only 3 attacks, but it's still good enough to do what it has to do. Stuff like that. So you never need to worry. The game will increase, but it'll also pick up people who are behind. So as for the high score challenge results, because I did do that, I got myself 3 of these bad boys. So I got Illustrated Donald 1 with 4 dots, and then I got my 2 copies right here, which I am going to make a medal spotlight video for this guy, and also for Donald and Daisy, because I have my 3 orb ones here, so that's 4 copies, that's 8 right there, plus I have 3 chances at traits. So in total, 4 chances at traits. I have 4 chances to get trait rolls. As for, they're a good buff. Like, if you did make top 1,000, I probably would like guilt 1, have it guilted, and then have another copy if you can get double attack, but you have to make that decision right away. But again, I'll talk about that in my medal spotlight video of like what you should really do on these. And another thing, guys, I absolutely hate that we try so hard for high score challenge medals and they don't give us separate copies. Like, what is that? The amount of resources and money and time we put into it to make top 1,000, and we don't even get to have the 4 extra traits right there. Like that right there, having pre-orbs means I can't get these traits that I want, because I only have 2 chances. I have 2 chances to get 2 traits on there, and it could be complete garbage. It could be negative, or not negative, it could be 20% sleep resist or paralysis resist, which is showing in the game, by the way, that those are becoming important, because they're really emphasizing on enemies that do all those effects, like sleeping you, paralyzing you, poisoning you. But that's not the point. The point is that they're cheating us on this, if you really think about it. Like, these things shouldn't be pre-orbed ever since they released the Awakening system. Because the Awakening system's here now, there is no point to pre-orbing their medals anymore except for greed. 100% here, I don't understand why we make top 1,000 and we can't have our medals separate. Like, what if I just want 7 copies of Illustrated Donald? What if I didn't want it all together? What if I just wanted 7 in my inventory? What if I was just that kind of collector? You know what I mean? But the real message here is that it should give us the chance to try 6 trait rolls, not 2 trait rolls. That's kind of ridiculous in my opinion, guys. I don't know if you stand with me on that, but I would really like to see them change that. The high score challenge will definitely be more appealing to a lot of people if they knew that their high score challenge top 1,000 medal would be traded properly, or have a better chance anyways. Sorry, still a little bit sick. My throat's getting better, but I still get that itch. But anyways, so that's high score challenge. As you guys can see, I showed you everything. I completed proud mode, completed story mode, and I haven't pulled with those jewels that I got sponsored from. So I've completed everything in the game without using these jewels. So after you guys see me spend these jewels, and then you'll be like, oh, you're only passing everything because you got sponsored. That's not true. I passed everything because I know what I'm doing, and I'm really safe with what I have. Like, I'm pretty sure anybody else who got these jewels, they would have spent it by now. Anthony. But even though I have all these resources, like if you guys look at my medal list, that's just a really good tip. Even though you have everything, if you don't need to spend it, don't spend it. Look at the Chippendales I have. Look at the magic mirrors. Now I know a lot of you guys say, oh, well, why let them sit there? That's a waste. It would be a waste if I knew these medals or these boost medals would be outclassed, but they're not going to be outclassed. Chips are staple. Dales are staple. Mirrors are staple. Fantasia Mickey B, they're staples. They're always going to be good throughout the whole game. These have value just like jewels have value. Jewels value will never go down, and these medals will never go down unless they add another system into the game. But these are always good no matter what time you play in the game. If you played a year ago, if you played 6 months ago, 5 months, 6 months later, if anything doesn't change, these always have high value because they can be used on anything. So I don't use them unless I have to. And I know, again, I've heard comments saying, well, they're there, you should use them. I'll use them on the very important medals that I know will help me. There's no point putting these on stuff I don't need, or I'm not going to use, or just not going to be a big increase to me. So just be like careful where you spend everything. Like again, 114,000 jewels, and I'm not going crazy polling. I think I'm going to pull like 2 more times for Cloudy X, and if I don't get it, that's it. That was my luck. I'm not going to go, oh, I have all these jewels, I might as well go for it. No, I'll do 5 pulls. I already did 2 in a video. I have a 3rd one you guys are about to find out, and then I'm going to do 2 more in another video for you guys because I want to check something else. I want to do in the last hour to see if it was like the nominate banner for me, or the Key Art 7 banner gave me a nominate. I want to see if like the luck's better at the last hour. So I'm going to do a poll video at the last hour for that Cloudy X. So hopefully that goes good. If not, I'm saving for other medals. And again, when those medals come out, they're not a mercy pull. I'll pull 5 times. Didn't get it. Carry on with my game. Because obviously whatever I pull from there is going to help eventually and become gilted or just stack or traits. So it's not like you don't get anything for your 3,000 jewels. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. What's happening, what's going on. If you guys are still having trouble with the Fantasia Mickey B quest, which was very easy. It's not a strength game. It's a defense game. Defense, guys. Use medals 800 plus HP. Trait on it, use medals that have extra attack and then buff your defense, like Pooh Bear from the, if you go play Union Cross right now, those Angry Adventurers, I think that's what it's called, they're still around and you can still farm Pooh Bears. So get Pooh Bear and farm it, and you can use it against his dark side, have double attack on it, stuff like that. This is a defense. You want to go turtle stance here. Alright, turtle stance, not bear stance, turtle stance to complete this quest. If you need extra help, I got a Discord. There's a strategy channel there. Don't just post on anywhere. Just go to the KHUX strategy channel and people will help you out there. Hopefully anyways. If not, if I see it, just tag me and I'll try to help you if I can. So we do have 2 days left for that. That's pretty cool, which is lots of time for all the stuff that's happening. And as for the raid event, if you guys notice, I'm just updating with you everything I've been doing. I'm in place 142 in Ursus. Just cancel that because I farmed 234 million Lux. You hear that, Tarn? I farmed. I Lux farmed. You can't complain about me anymore. My party hates me because I don't Lux farm, but because of this auto ratings going on, it's been so easy, guys. I'll show you the setup that I actually used to do this, and it just basically, where is it? I know I summoned one before this just to make it quicker. I thought I summoned one. So anyways, I'll show you the setup anyways. It's basically an infinite loop. I never die. Pluto B has extra attack on it, which is enough. I'm going to throw a defense boost 2 on him or 1 just because now I don't survive on the level 99, but I was surviving on level 96 and below without a defense boost. But this is my Lux farming medal. Same thing with this one, and then I just use a friend medal, Lux medal. I didn't go crazy. It's not perfect, but I just want to do something where I can push auto battle, walk away, come back 10 minutes later, and the boss is dead. It does take about 10 minutes to kill one raid boss with this setup, But I'm really busy, and having the autopilot there really helps. As you guys can see, I farmed 234 million, and that's only an hour and a half of bonus raid hour. I didn't do all the bonus raid hours. It's only 1 hour, 1 full hour, and half an hour of the very first one. So that's been going on, and I also completed the Union Cross already. I know my party, I'm sorry guys, but I do it at different hours, and usually when I do it, I'm not paying full attention, so I don't want to really drag you guys down. But I did complete all of this on my main account. I still have to do this on my free-to-play account, but yeah, I really want to get stuff done. I want to be ahead of the game, and then that way I can produce better videos and talk about stuff better. And then Coliseum I haven't touched. Okay, I know I want to be ahead of the game, but I've been very lazy on Coliseum, and this is going to be the most important thing. Don't forget guys, do your Coliseum, because attack boost 4 max. And I don't know, like I usually say, after attack boost 4, or sorry, after the Coliseum reward, you guys will see it in an avatar board or something very soon. They've been changing that quite a bit, so I don't know if they like are aware of what we're doing or that we're aware of what they're doing, but I definitely want to go for top 1000 and get myself 2 of those. So I should have kicked in right in the beginning so I had a better place if I got stuck, but I'm not planning to get stuck. I'm planning to hit top 1000 if I can get a really good trait roll on my Key Art 9. Again, Key Art 9, I did buy both VIPs, so I will have a metal spotlight on that metal as well. That video will come out very soon. But yeah, if I get a good trait roll on that, my Sleeping Lion setup should be really good, because my Illustrated Halloween sword is really good, and I should be able to compete for top 100. Probably not. I probably need a little bit more, but I do have that double casting Illustrated Bell and Bees with ×6 strength. So if you guys want me to show like high tier Coliseum later on and make a video about it, of me just going through the levels, then I'll do that. But yeah, I'm definitely aiming for that top 1000, because attack boost 4 max might not come into an avatar board for quite a while, or in another form. So this might be the only way for like a month or 2. So definitely get started on Coliseum guys, and get yourself a top 1000 for that one, and then just wait it out. Don't use that on anything. That's a high score challenge skill right there. And if you guys grab Axel EX, boom, those two go together. You Mickey and Broom that Axel EX, and you'll have yourself a monster of a high score challenge medal, until Sephiroth EX comes out 2 months later. 2 months between that, guys. 2 months is a long time, and you can miss out on a lot of high score challenges, or even 3 months, I would say. But we'll see. I'm just not going to take any chances with my game. I'm going to go for what's good, and I know it's going to be good, and if it lasts me a month or 2, that's valuable to me. Because a month or 2 or events or high score challenges not making top 1000 because of certain medal, I'm not going to take that chance. So that's everything, guys. I made a super long video on almost nothing, but I don't know. I like to talk about everything that goes through my head about the game and share my thought process with you guys. So hopefully this helped out in some way. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.